that contains 74 essential vitamins, minerals, and herbs that you may not be getting in your diet. Restulex will help ease and comfort your restless legs within 24 hours and will allow you to go back to your regular routine without discomfort or embarrassment.
Call 888-4FIT-LEGS. That's 888-434-8534. Or visit 4fitlegs.com. That's the number 4fitlegs.com. And ask how you can get Restulex for free today.
It is a big idea, a new world order.
In the near future, Earth is dominated by a powerful world government.
It's known as the Bilderberg Group. Could their objective be world domination?
For thousands of years, their dark order grew. Now, as they hail the birth of the New World Order, their great dream of exterminating 80% of humanity is at hand. For the first time in history, the elite's plan for world government is blown wide open. You will learn the secret that drives the entire New World Order agenda.
Bilderberg is making great progress toward a world government.
Most people have no idea. They're not after money. They have all the money they need. They're after power. That's their aphrodisiac.
Order Endgame on DVD at prisonplanet.com or infowars.com, or watch it online right now at prisonplanet.tv. Endgame, blueprint for global enslavement. You have been warned.
As many people know, ever since President Nixon took us off the gold standard, the U.S. dollar has been devaluating. What people don't know, however, is how this directly affects your personal finances. Is there a way to prevent your portfolios from losing value? The answer to all of this is gold and silver. They have both maintained their purchasing power for 6,000 years. If you had had $100,000 in cash and $100,000 in gold and silver back in 1913 and kept them both until now, your cash would actually have the buying power of only $4,800, but your gold and silver would have the buying power of $3 million. The answer to protecting your assets is simple. Call me, John Ballman, today at 1-800-686-2237, extension 169. Get all your questions answered before your money is worth zero. Call 1-800-686-2237, extension 169. Take action today while we still accept paper dollars for gold. That's 1-800-686-2237, extension 169.
What will happen when the grocery stores are empty? What are you going to do once your food is gone? What will you do when the dollar is worthless and your family needs to eat? Growing your own food is the only way to have real self-sufficiency and peace of mind. GetSeeds.net is offering an amazing special on 100 different varieties of heirloom vegetable seeds with a complete range of crops. That's 100 packets of non-hybrid seeds for only $49 with free shipping. You will have the comfort of knowing that you are truly prepared. These affordable prices are our way to pay it forward. So in turn, GetSeeds.net asks you to share these seeds of life with the less fortunate. Go to GetSeeds.net and get 100 seed packets for only $49 with free shipping. Or call 877-394-6657. That's 877-394-6657. Or go to GetSeeds.net.
He's going the distance. He's going for speed. She's all alone in a time of need. Because he's racing and pacing and plotting the course. He's fighting and fighting and riding on his horse. He's going the distance.
Okay, let's go back to Bob Chapman. Let's talk to Steve in New York. Steve, you're on the air with Bob Chapman.
Hi, I'm Steve. How you doing, guys?
Good.
Long-time listener. What I'm calling for today is actually I want to introduce myself. I work at a well-known company that I know you guys are very familiar with, and I've witnessed for myself. I think it's about the trade deals, not free trade, but trade deals that are made different parts of the world, and that has a big effect on someone like me, who's a guy just trying to make a living. I have a story to tell, and I'm calling the show because I want to, gain some trust and tell my story.
Well, it's about control. It's about control, and that's what globalism and trade is. It's about wiping out trade in areas They want to consolidate, building up trade in areas they control, playing nations off against each other to bring in this world empire. They use finance and military to control, not just military. But we got a lot of callers, Steve, and we've opened the phones up for calls for Bob Chapman on the economy. But just give us a summation of your story.
Well, I really can't get into it on air. It's gonna get bigger, and but what I can say is that what they're doing to people, native-born people here, to get rid of them, is just as underhanded as can be.
Yeah, I mean, the globalists are completely ruthless. The public needs to figure that out.
And it is ruthless, and it's really a violation of rights and liberty. And I work in a company town, and it's all control. And I would like to get more details off air and get into it a little more, but I do have to proceed with caution at this point. All
right, well then, on air is not the place to do it, Steve. We appreciate your call. You can send us an email or send Bob something. We're just so busy. We know about the corruption. It's not a newsflash to us. We know they bring in foreigners, order you to train them, and then fire you, and then use the immigrants to do your job. And people say, well, who will buy the products once there's no economy here? The globalists then will shut that down. They use trade as a weapon to consolidate power. They don't want a free market. They don't want you independent. Bob, can you explain this to people?
Well, I do, and you very succinctly just did so. And it's the ripping of the heart of the American economy out, and it just wrenching it from the body of our country so that people can't get jobs. And they don't care whether anybody buys anything, because the end result is what they're looking for. In the process, they're making lots of money, and especially for the transnational corporations who have subsidiaries that do this business outside the country in places like Cayman Islands and the Bahamas and so on. And they're hiding their money offshore. And as you know, 4 years ago, our Congress allowed them to bring back $350 billion at 5.25% taxation instead of 33%. And now they want to do it again for $550 billion.
Yeah, let's explain to folks, because I've analyzed these cases, but you're really an expert on this. I want to get your response. When we hear about them doing CBS News pieces about the Cayman Islands and how 200 and something billion of the bailout money went to the Caymans alone, they're just getting everybody mad so they can shut down small tax shelters, because that became retail and the public started using the loopholes the banks had written for themselves. Just like most of the White House doesn't pay taxes, most of the Congress doesn't pay taxes, more and more of it comes out. They have one set of rules, and then we have another set of rules that we live under. And if you look at it, most multinational corporations pay less than 1% tax.
That's right. And that's part of the way that they do that. And, of course, that embellishes the want of these international corporations to do such things, because in the process they get richer and more powerful. And, of course, at the same time, they destroy the infrastructure of not only the United States, but Mexico, Canada, and Europe.
Yeah, I mean, it's very simple.
All of those demonstrations over there are about money and income and jobs, and they're getting worse and worse. I had pictures that people sent me this week of a major protest in Grenoble. And in this protest, they were wearing Jacobin outfits. And for those of you who don't know, the Jacobins were the people during the revolution in France that went around and collected people so they could bring them to the guillotines to cut their heads off. And so there's some serious stuff going on all over the world.
Bob, I want to talk about the nature of the New World Order, who they truly are, and then take more calls from Jake in Brazil, Kirk, Vanessa, Brent, and others. Straight ahead. Stay with us.
We're on the march. The Empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
Did you know that pH balance is one of the most important factors in maintaining high energy and vibrant health? Most experts agree that the water you drink should be at a pH level of 9 or higher. Plasma pH Drops combine a unique formula of the most alkaline minerals and elements. This product is a one-of-a-kind in its strength and effectiveness. Using plasma pH drops is one of the best ways to make your water alkaline while helping you get rid of acid and regaining your health and energy. With just 10 drops, you can raise the pH level of the water you drink up to the pH of 10. Alkalizing water helps the body rid itself of acidic waste and increases the oxygen content of your body. Disease organisms like bacteria and cancer cannot survive in an alkaline environment. Order your bottle of AlkaVision Plasma pH drops now by going directly to alkavision.com. That's ALKAvision.com. Or call 269-344-3420 today.
A day unlike any other in the long course of American history, a terrorist act of war against this country.
The enemy struck America on September 11th. But who is the enemy?